Hey guys, it's Principal here, back with another video. I'm getting comfy in the Camaro, and so in this video, I wanted to actually talk about the Camaros or Camaro in general. So if you so I got the ZL1, as you can see the badge there on the seat right there, yeah. And so ZL1, well, it's actually started out as an engine name. Okay, so it was a really cool Camaro engine. It was limited in numbers, and it was like a drag strip engine. And now they made it into a trim level or a model. So it's a really cool car, really. So this is the most powerful Camaro ever made. Okay, this car with 580 horsepower on tap, right here. Okay. I'm sitting in a 580 horsepower car, muscle car, and this particular one, it was the last generation model, so it's not the most powerful Camaro now, but the ZL1, the newer ZL1, is still the most powerful with 650 horsepower. 650 horsepower is the same as the Corvette Z06, the top spec Corvette. Okay, and it has the same engine as the Corvette, so that's pretty cool. And the newer ZL1 hasn't officially come out yet. I mean, well, it had, except like you can't buy it right now. It's still like pre-production kind of thing. So really, if you want the most powerful Camaro right now that you could buy, is this 5th generation Camaro ZL1. So what you should know about this car is it's not a track monster. Now, if you want the track monster, you have to go to the Chevrolet Camaro Z28. That's a track monster Camaro, and that has like no air conditioning, no navigations, nothing really. It's so light. So yeah, if you want a track car, like a really good track car, you got to get that. This car though, this is more of a grand tourer though, you know, because like let's face it, how often are you going to that track, you know? And like the Z28, it's not gonna ride pretty well out here on the regular roads on the streets, right? So the ZL1, you know, it's the most comfortable one. You could like go on long road trips in this. You know, you got Alcantara steering wheel, which is actually an option. But like still, like standard, I think it's leather, so it's pretty good. And also leather seats with Alcantara inserts, and like really, it's a good place to be, you know. And then and like the interior kind of has like a classic design. That's what I think of it, you know. And it's pretty cool. And these seats are like very comfortable. And then the noise of this thing, the noise, okay, in video you cannot hear it as well as you could hear it in real life, because oh my gosh, man, like even in video games they cannot like replicate the sound. It is so good. It doesn't have that supercharger line, even though it does have a supercharger in it, which gives it 580 horsepower, but like it's like a really unique sound. It's so cool. And yeah, and then like this being like more of a grand tourer kind of. Now Chevrolet didn't advertise this as a grand tourer, okay, but that's what it kind of is, you know, a powerful grand tourer like the Ferrari F12 or something like that. You got, well, you know, you got cup holders, you got an automatic transmission option. The Z28, it doesn't even have an option to have automatic. It's only manual. You know, you got your gauges, satellite navigation, you got radio, air conditioning, all the stuff you need, you know, really. And there's some space in the back. There's 2 seats. Now, if you're the maximum age you could be to fit in there is probably like 11 or 12, and you had to be like maybe like maximum 5 feet tall, but it's still like pretty cramped. Now it depends on what's the seating position of the driver. I know it could get cramped back there, but trunk space also in the Camaro, I think is pretty good. We put like a lot of stuff there, and it never went to a point where we couldn't fit something we wanted to fit in the car. And also, just in the case that some stuff won't fit, there's a little latch over there. Oh, hold on. There's a little latch. It's like right there, okay. And then you could just like actually push the back seat down, so you get even more space, which you probably really don't need. And so that's pretty cool, you know. That's what makes it like a good Grand Tourer. And that helps to make you like to take you to the grocery store. Let's get a few items, you know. It will all fit back there, you know. Not just in the trunk. It'll be okay. And speaking of road trips and like practicality, we've in fact went to Los Angeles, which is about like 6 to 8 hours from here in this car, and we even went to the beach and drove it on there. And this car, like we were like driving 2 miles an hour, okay, and there was Jeeps and other like off-roaders there, and they're like, whoa, what is this thing? But we did not get stuck, which is like crazy. And so yeah. And then like it was good throughout the road trip, you know. Like if you didn't want to, like if you just wanted to calm down, relax, you know, just listen to music, you could do that. The engine, like the whole time, it'll probably be like 1 or 2,000 RPM. It'll go, and then if you like want to hear it, like I think this engine goes all the way up to 6,200 RPM or something. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, guys, and so now you can't buy this car new now from the factory, but like if you could get a used one, pretty good, maybe from CarMax or something, for like 40K, and that's pretty good too. And that's like 10 to 20,000 miles, which is not bad, especially. And then this car has like 20,000 miles too, so, and rides like pretty good. But you guys have to be careful about the tires, okay? The tires are a little expensive because Chevrolet teamed up with Goodyear to make a specific tire for this car, and this car only, okay? That tire is only for this car. And there's been times where like maybe a nail punctured the tire, and the tires are so expensive. A whole set can like be a little over thousands of dollars, you know. So you have to be careful of that. Well, otherwise it's still, you know, pretty good. Nothing you have to worry about really. And speaking of tires, if you were to get one for this car, I've heard the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s are perfect grip. You know, they're great and everything. But the Goodyears are still pretty good, you know. That's all you need, and the brakes are still good. They're Brembo, so that's pretty good. But the Z28 has the carbon ceramic Brembo brakes, and that's like basically carbon. All you need to know about that brake is that it's really, really big. It's just ginormous. I'm like, dang, dude. So I think you guys really, if you were to looking in to buy a car or a sports car or muscle car, you know, in particular, and you're like, oh, okay, I want something special, you know, this CAMARO ZL1 is probably the best part. Again, this is the best car you guys are gonna want, because man, I've enjoyed it. My parents have enjoyed it. Everyone's enjoyed this car. Everyone loves this thing. So yeah, like I said, like use 40K, you know, 45K. That's all, and you get 580 horsepower. Okay, and like if you're lucky, you could get the manual too. And I prefer the manual, but we sadly had to get the automatic. But with the automatic, you get these paddle shifters here. See that? Yeah. So you could put it in manual mode, and when you put this car into manual mode, you have to hear it. Like downshifts are pretty cool. So you're like, it'll be like that. Now, if you're in automatic mode, it'll go like that. So the sound is differing, depending on just regular drive mode and manual, but it is really fun in manual. Paddles, like, you know, these shifters are pretty good. They're plastic. They're no big deal really. It's okay. But downshifts on this in manual mode, you have to hear that. It is just mind blowing. And this car's acceleration is pretty good. You get pushed back into your seat. 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Actually, like, if you're really lucky, you could get 3.9 out of the automatic too. You know, and quarter mile comes in like nearly 11.9 seconds. Really like 12.1. But like, you know, and it just rips through the straightaway, rip through the quarter mile drag strip. And it goes all the way to a top speed of 180 miles an hour. Now that's not too impressive right now, especially considering there are a lot of other cars that could go like easily 200 miles an hour. Like the Shelby Mustang GT500 that came right after this could do 200 miles an hour, but it would take years for that to happen. But yeah, still, that's like, let's face it. When are you gonna go 180 miles an hour without getting arrested in your Chevrolet Camaro, huh? So, for the thrill, you know, I really think that this is the best car, and I think you guys should really get this if you're considering to buy a muscle car, sports car, something fun. Okay, so yeah. So guys, it's Principal here. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.